Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Say That with Vuitton Bond. I am your host, Big Bond, Playboy Bond, Baby Bond. You already know what it is. It is March. It is a beautiful day outside. We're in the studio. We're in the red room, getting it in. This is episode 12, which is mind-blowing to me. 12 episodes already, man. Where's the time going? Like I said, it's March. Year just started. We're already in March. But this is episode 12. I'm going to talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind. Just, another story time, basically. And something cool that I want to share. But before we get into the talk, this is brought to you by VittonBondMusic.com. You guys go to my website. You'll get my mixtape Gold Bars for free. When you sign up for my email list, man, you're going to get the tape. You're going to get the project. But you're also going to get exclusive songs from me. You're going to get early release content from me. So when I drop a song, y'all going to get it a week or two in advance. And you're going to get weekly emails from me. You're going to get notified when there's a new podcast episode, or you're going to get notified when I do something special. So definitely get on that list, man. I'm urging y'all. The tape is dope. VittonBondMusic.com. So also, this talk, as always, is brought to you by the listeners of Vuitton Bond. So if you're listening to this, wherever you're listening, make sure you guys leave a comment. Leave a review. I'll shout you out. So let's get into it. Episode 12. Story time once again. So I'm going to tell you guys about the time that I met one of my idols, man. I met 50 Cent one day. Now, 50 Cent is one of my favorite rappers. Easy, right? Back in 02, 03, when he was the biggest motherfucker in the world. And I first heard Wanksta on the radio in November 2002. It was then that I was like, yo, I'm really gonna pick up the pen. I always wanted to rap. I wanted to rap years before 50 even came out. But it wasn't until 50 came out, that's when I really wanted to do this. And that's when I really started to pick my pen up. And when I really started to kind of grease the wheels as far as my artistry is concerned. I was heavily inspired by him early on. I mean, so much so that I bought all the albums. I was wearing G-Unit clothing. I was drinking vitamin water. I saw the movie Get Rich or Die Trying multiple times in the theaters. I mean, seen him in concert. Like, again, this is like Michael Jackson to me. Curtis Jackson was like Michael Jackson to me. But met this guy at the gym one day, man. So I'm working out. It's just a regular day. It's a Friday. This was in March. So this was, we getting up on the anniversary. I want to say it was 16 or 17. It was either 16 or 17. I want to say 17. But I'm not exactly sure. So I think it was 16. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. It was 3 or 4 years ago. Okay. I'm at the gym. It's on a Friday. It was the day after St. Patrick's Day. And I'm working out. Shout out to Fitness Connection, North Hills. Because I work out in the swankiest of places. But I'm at Fitness Connection, man. I'm working out. And I hear this guy. He's singing one of the 50 Cent joints. I think it was might have been like Wanksta or something. But I was like, yo, that's a throwback, because I'm a 50 fan. So I'm like, yo, my man, you singing the throwback there. And he's like, yo, 50 Cent is downstairs. And I'm like, bullshit, there's no way. What the hell is 50 Cent doing in Raleigh, man? Like, what's he doing at this gym? I couldn't believe it. So I was like, nah. He was like, yeah, 50 is down there right now. He's on the treadmill. See, the way this gym is set up, there's an upstairs and a downstairs, and all the weights are kind of upstairs, and then there's a ton of cardio equipment downstairs. So what you could do is you could look over the balcony and you could see the downstairs portion and all the cardio. So I look down there and I see somebody who looks like 50 Cent running on a treadmill. And he looks like, it kind of looks like the In the Club video where he's on the treadmill with the electrodes on him and shit, and he's in the lab. But, you know, he's fully clothed, had the hat on. Big guy in person. I was like, yo, that ain't 50. So I'm telling these cats like, yo, I'm gonna meet him. I'm gonna shake his hand. And they were like, nah, we ain't trying to do that. We ain't. It was like 3 guys. It was like, hell nah, man, because we don't know what 50 gonna pop up. 50 the gangster or 50. And I'm like, yo, you can't be scared of this guy, okay? Let me tell you something. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous. Again, this is my idol. Okay, this is the guy who made me want to rap, like for real. So, I give it some time. I want to say he came up like after 5 or 10 minutes. After us kind of like peering over the balcony to watch him run. So, I'm like, I think I'm doing dips, right? I'm finishing up my workout. He comes up the stairs. And it's him. It's 50 fucking Cent coming up the stairs, right? He about to lift some weights, and I just, sometimes you just freeze. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't believe your eyes. You can't believe your fucking eyes, man. Like I'm looking and I'm like, yo. That's 50 right there. So he's actually walking towards me. And I kind of like position myself to kind of get like, so he could kind of bump into me. He passes me. I say, 50, what up, man? Put my hand out. This is what he does. He's walking. He's like, yo, what's up, man? Shakes my hand, keeps walking. Didn't even look at me. He acknowledged me. He was courteous. But he ain't really like engage me like for real. I was like, yo, I was just blown away, right? The guys who I was talking to earlier in that day, they were kind of laughing. I was like, yo, I had to do it. I had to talk to my mans. They were laughing because I actually did the shit, They was like, yo, you actually, yeah, it's my idol. What you talking about? I'm not going to just not let my idol, I was nervous. It was almost like talking to a chick in the gym for a second. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to approach a girl in the gym. Like it was that like nerve-wracking and shit. But man, like I shook hands with somebody who has done everything that I want to do. Everything that I want to do, he's done already. And to be able to, because that's an energy transfer right there. Now, I didn't get blown off. He was courteous. But the thing is, he didn't know that I bought all his records. I wore G-Unit clothing. I've seen him in concert twice. I watched his movies. All these different things. He wasn't aware of any of that. From his perspective, I was just a guy. Just a random guy at the gym wanting to shake his hand. A random fan. He didn't realize all that I invested. He didn't realize the impact that he had on me. And that was a lesson that I got. Like, yo, probably no matter what I'm doing and no matter where I am. And of course, that's easy to say now because I'm not in that situation. I'm not experiencing the heights of fame, but if I'm at a point where I am experiencing that, and I can imagine that that's tough to deal with, but I'm going to keep in mind like, yo, maybe this person spent a lot of money on me. this person made my dream possible. This is one of the reasons why I respond to everything on social media. First off, because I can, but I know that when somebody reaches out to me for whatever reason, they were compelled to do so and they want to start a dialogue. So of course I'm going to respond. I'm going to acknowledge you fully, and I'm going to give you my undivided attention. But it's just one of those things with famous people where it's like, oh, here goes another guy, want to shake my hand, whatever. I'm trying to get a workout in, right? But he didn't see why I was so excited, That's always something to keep in mind, I think. Like, okay, yeah, this guy's a random fan. I don't know this guy. But this guy knows me. He knows everything about me. He has my book. I got his book. I still got that shit. I played his crappy video games. Both of them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's my level of fandom, right? So I walked out that bitch. I was like, yo, I tweeted. I was like, I don't even use Twitter anymore, but I tweeted back then. I was like, dead ass just shook hands with 50 Cent in the gym. Yo, that whole weekend I was excited. So the reason he was here is because he did a show. I think Brian Dawson put it on. He did a show in Raleigh at some club, and they put him up in the Renaissance Hotel, which is right beside Fitness Connection. Basically, that Fitness Connection is the gym for the Renaissance Hotel in Raleigh. Renaissance Hotel in Raleigh is a big upscale hotel. It's like 5 stars. Shit is like the Ritz-Carlton down here. It's lit. That, like I said, North Hills is a very swanky, upscale neighborhood area in Midtown Raleigh. So, of course, people with money are gonna stay there. That's why I used to like to work out there. But yeah, man, that was me meeting 50. I was on cloud 9, and I just, I thought to myself, like, this wasn't an accident. Obviously this happened on purpose, that I crossed paths with this man. Just something inspirational for me, something to kind of, maybe help out my own morale. Like, yo, here's some motivation, here's some inspiration right here, and use it. And I'm still using it to this day. I shook hands with a man who has done everything that I want to do in my career. Then again, I want to take it to the next level. I want to do what he's done, just bigger and better, but that's just me. So that's my story time, man. Met 50 Cent. He was my idol. Shit. I still, even to this day, it was still like one of the coolest things. Like, I've shaken hands with Barack Obama twice. I've shaken hands with Michelle Obama, and I've shaken hands with Joe Biden. This was back in 2008 when Obama was running the first time. And he had spent a lot of time in North Carolina because he was trying to win North Carolina, which Democrats just don't do. So, but meeting 50 was just like that was another thing altogether. I met Petey Pablo one day. I met Petey Pablo. I was 13 years old, and Petey Pablo pulled up in my neighborhood. And it's not like I didn't live in the hood. We didn't live in the hood. There was a lot of black kids in that neighborhood, but and we weren't the richest, but we didn't live in the hood. I think where he was going might have been like a place where they like had smoke or something, but he pulled up in his white Escalade EXT, and this is around the time that like R. Kelly's Ignition was out, and he had done a remix to it, and they were playing it on the radio. This was when he had Freak a Leak out, and he had, I think Freak a Leak was like the big smash joint that he had out at the time. But yeah, man, I met Petey, and I told him, this was 2003. I said, yo, I'm a rapper. We gonna do a song one day. And he was like, all right, yeah, that's what's up. We've not done a song yet. I'm I'm waiting for Petey, man. Petey, holla at me, man. Let's get it. Let's do this collab. I'm telling you, we gonna make the illest record. No cap. Anyway. Yeah, man, that's the episode. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off there. I'm trying to think about anybody else that I met. Like, who else have I met before? That's right. I met two. I'm a big wrestling fan, big WWE fan, big AEW, New Japan. So I watch pro wrestling a lot. Met two guys from WWE at the same gym that I met 50 Cent. I met Andrade Cien Almas and Buddy Murphy. Okay, so as of right now, as of this recording, Buddy Murphy is tag team champions with Seth Rollins on Raw, and Andrade is the United States champion on Raw. So I met them before they even touched gold in the company, and you know, they were hella cool, especially Andrade. And I'm taller than that motherfucker too. He looked huge on TV, but I'm taller than him. Okay, so but anyway, y'all know what it is. YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. Any podcast site, leave a review, leave a comment. I'll shout you out, man. And I'll see y'all next week. See that.